What is dyspraxia? The Absolute Basics. By Siobhan Johnson. What's the first thing people usually think of? They're just clumsy and always falling into things. Although this is something that is obviously associated with dyspraxia, there's so much more to it than that. So what is dyspraxia? The Dyspraxia Foundation says, dyspraxia is a form of developmental coordination disorder, DCD. This is a common disorder affecting fine and/or gross motor coordination. It affects children and adults. It may also affect speech. What are fine motor skills? These are the small movements we make using our small muscles, the fingers, toes, wrists, lips, and tongue. For example, holding a spoon, tying your shoelaces, doing up buttons on clothing, speaking, grooming activities, and typing, etc. Some of, not all, of the difficulties people with fine motor skill challenges can face. Struggles to grasp pencils properly. Struggles to maintain similarity in their handwriting and can sometimes look messy. I prefer the term creative. Gets tired quickly when using keyboards or mouses. Struggles to use scissors or can't cut along the line neatly. Difficulties in doing up buttons, threading, or tying shoelaces. Dislikes precise hand and eye coordination tasks like construction. Eating often misses, like me. Learning to play instruments, etc. can be especially difficult. Difficulty performing self-care tasks independently. Depending on the age can depend on the difficulty of mastering new fine motor tasks. Tires easily when engaged in fine motor task. On the next page are some activities that can help. What are gross motor skills? Are the bigger movements that use the large muscles in the arms, legs, torso, and feet. For example, rolling over, sitting, playing football, dancing, walking, and self-preservationist movements. If you fall, you spread arms to try to lessen the fall, etc. Some of, not all, of the difficulties people with gross motor skill challenges can face. Balance and rhythm. Strength over and under. Holding and using cutlery. Maintaining posture while sitting on the floor or at a table. Seems tired or lethargic and takes longer to respond to stimuli around them. Chewing and swallowing food. Dribbling. Articulation of sounds. Manipulation of small toys and utensils. Learning dance steps, etc. Lack of awareness of body position in space and spatial relationships. Can result in bumping into and tripping over things and people, dropping and spilling things. Little sense of time, speed, distance or weight. Leading to difficulties driving, cooking. Inadequate sense of direction. Difficulty distinguishing right from left means map reading skills are poor. Interpretation of the senses. And dyspraxia. Interpretation of the different senses. Poor visual perception. Oversensitive to light. Difficulty in distinguishing sounds from background noise. Tendency to be oversensitive to noise. Over or undersensitive to touch. Can result in dislike of being touched and our aversion to over, loose or tight clothing. Tactile defensiveness. Over or undersensitive to smell and taste, temperature and pain, dyspraxia and speech. For some children, the primary difficulty is in making and coordinating the precise movements which are used in the production of spoken language, which results in severe and persisting speech production difficulties. The condition is termed developmental verbal dyspraxia. It may occur in isolation or in conjunction with general motor difficulties. Speech and language. May talk continuously and repeat themselves. Some people with dyspraxia have difficulty with organizing the content and sequence of their language. May have unclear speech and be unable to pronounce some words. Speech may have uncontrolled pitch, volume and rate. Memory and focus. and dyspraxia. Learning, thought and memory. Difficulty in planning and organizing thought. Poor memory, especially short-term memory. May forget and lose things. Can be unfocused and erratic. Can be messy and cluttered. Poor sequencing causes problems with maths, reading and spelling and writing reports at work. Accuracy problems. Difficulty with copying sounds, writing, movements, proofreading. Difficulty in following instructions, especially more than one at a time. Difficulty with concentration. May be easily distracted, may do only one thing at a time properly, though may try to do many things at once. Slow to finish a task. May daydream and wander about aimlessly. Social and emotional issues and dyspraxia. Emotion and behavior. Difficulty in listening to people, especially in large groups. Can be tactless, interrupt frequently. Problems with teamwork. Difficulty in picking up non-verbal signals or in judging tone or pitch of voice in themselves and/or others. Tendency to take things literally. May listen but not understand. Slow to adapt to new or unpredictable situations. Sometimes avoids them altogether. Impulsive. Tendency to be easily frustrated, wanting immediate gratification. Tendency to be erratic and have good and bad days. Tendency to opt out of things that are too difficult. Emotions as a result of difficulties experienced. Tend to get stressed, depressed and anxious easily. May have difficulty sleeping, prone to low self-esteem, emotional outbursts, phobias, fears, obsessions, compulsions and addictive behavior. Thanks for watching this video. I've tried to get down the absolute bare basics to help my understanding. Watch this space for more videos like this.